Happening right now, the Kristin Smart murder trial continues today, but now the trial has run into even more delays.
A juror in the Ruben Flores case was excused by the judge, and now an alternate juror will replace him. Joining us now at the Monterey County Superior Court is ABC 10's Bridget Biorlo. So, Bridget, what's the latest this morning?
Bria, this is going to push everything back. Jurors have been deliberating for several days inside this courthouse in Monterey County, and now one of those juries needs to start deliberations all over again. This after one of the jurors admitted to the court that he spoke with a priest over the weekend during Sunday confessional, telling the judge that this case has not been easy. It's been weighing on him. He hasn't been able to sleep for several nights, and he says that people's lives are at stake. He was deciding the fate of Ruben Flores. Ruben is the father of accused killer Paul. Paul was the last person seen with Kristin Smart 26 years ago. They are both Cal Poly students. And 81-year-old Ruben is charged with essentially covering up evidence, helping hide the body. If he's convicted, he faces up to 3 years in prison. So jurors are taking this responsibility extremely seriously. You heard that juror saying people's lives are at stake, so they know very well what that means. It's been an emotional experience for them as well. They can't talk about the evidence, this case, the testimony with anyone, not even their spouse, not even a priest. So the judge ultimately deciding that everyone deserves a fair and impartial trial, and she thought it would be best to remove this juror, replace him with an alternate, and that juror was seated just before 3 p.m. yesterday. They have to deliberate all over again. They started for about an hour and a half, so it could take quite some time before this all wraps up.
Yeah, Bridget, as you just said, it could take some time, but do we have any idea on an estimate of how long it could actually take?
It's really anyone's guess, but a lot of attorneys like to plan for 1 day of deliberations per week of testimony. So if you factor in this is a 3-month-long trial, 12 weeks of testimony, they are expecting up to 12 days of deliberations. They just started for an hour and a half yesterday. Now they have to wait potentially another 12 days before we hear either verdict in this case.
Right, Bridget. Yeah, that's something we're going to continue to follow as these deliberations must now restart. Thank you.